It's an interesting book, very timely, obviously, particularly with a lot of people looking at John McCain was in Syria today and looking at what's happening in Syria and saying post-Iraq, Afghanistan, the different tone that President Obama took in Libya, what is the right thing to do now in these tinderbox countries when they kick off?
You've always got to ask yourself, what could you accomplish even if you were to do a lot? And then secondly, you've got to ask yourself, what else do you need to worry about? You know, Syria is not alone. It's not the only square, if you will, on the chessboard. And I would simply say in places like Syria, it's not clear, even if we were to do a lot, we'd have a lot to show for it. That's one of the lessons of Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam. And then secondly, we've got lots else to worry about, whether it's Iran and the region, whether it's what's going on in Asia, say between China, Japan, South Korea, or obviously the challenges here at home domestically. So I would say that all of that suggests we put a ceiling on what it is we're prepared to do in Syria.
I mean, the problem has been, I think, for America is that it almost had to be the global policeman for so long because there was no other superpower. But that is changing. There are genuine emerging superpowers, China, India, Brazil even, and countries of this type. Should they be taking more of the global policeman responsibility, letting America perhaps focus on what it needs to do, as many argue, back here on domestic turf?
In principle, they should be. In reality, they won't. They're not prepared to step up to it. So the alternative to a U.S.-led world, quite honestly, for the foreseeable future, is a world that isn't led, which is a world that is likely to be more chaotic than not. So my argument is the United States still needs to take the lead, but we've got to be selective in what we do and how we do it and where we do it. And we've got to, again, put foreign policy in some perspective. It's not the only national security threat we face. What's happening or not happening here at home also affects our long-term national security.